Hey guys, thanks again for joining us for another week of OK Now John. Again, so sorry that it's been a few weeks since I posted my last devotional. It's been a really rough couple of weeks, so please keep me in your prayers. With that being said, I do want to move on to today's devotional, and our main verse for today is actually going to be found in the Old Testament book of Nehemiah, chapter 8, and then we're going to be reading verses 9 through 10. It says, "And Nehemiah, who was the governor, and Ezra, the priest and scribe, and the Levites who taught the people, said to all the people, 'This day is holy to the Lord your God. Do not mourn or weep.' For all the people wept as they heard the words of the law. Then he said to them, 'Go your way, eat the fat and drink sweet wine, and send portions to anyone who has nothing ready. For this day is holy to our Lord. And do not be grieved, for the joy of the Lord is your strength.'" Today during first service at my church, I was teaching the kids, and they actually taught over this verse, and it really spoke to me when I heard about this story about Nehemiah, who had gone to build this wall after the destruction of Jerusalem, and God sending his people into exile for their sins, and they began to rebuild the wall. And after they rebuilt the Jerusalem wall, Ezra and Nehemiah began to remind the people of what God's law said. And when they started reading the book of the law, the Ten Commandments and the book of Deuteronomy and all that Moses had wrote to the people, they began to weep and mourn over their own sinfulness. But I find it interesting that Nehemiah says, "This day is holy to the Lord your God. Do not mourn or weep." And then he goes on to say, "For the joy of the Lord is your strength." And I think it's a good reminder that although we should mourn and we should weep over our sin, there's also a place for joy and peace and comfort, knowing that even though, yes, we sin and even though we stumble, we have a God who can strengthen us and give us strength to pass through our troubles and pass through our shortcomings. So I just want to encourage you guys today to let the joy of God be your strength. And when you read the Bible and you're convicted of sin, let yourself be convicted of sin. Let yourself mourn over your sin, but don't stay there. Instead, rise up and let yourself find joy in God, because he has forgiven you and he loves you. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next week with the new devotion.